Alright, gather round, folks, because I've got a story for you, and it starts with the dumbest thing I've ever done. I, a 40-year-old man who should know better, got absolutely fleeced by a dating app con artist. And not just any con artist. This was a masterclass in digital deception. It all started, as these things do, with a swipe right. Her name was Anastasia. Her profile picture. It looked like it was professionally shot for a high-fashion magazine. She was supposedly a model from Eastern Europe, temporarily stranded in my city due to a passport issue. Oh, red flag number one, right? But I'm Big John from Texas. We see a damsel in distress we want to help. My brain just shut off. We started talking. The conversations were electric. She'd send these long poetic messages about destiny and soulmates. She laughed at all my dumb jokes. She told me she loved my profile because I looked like a real man, strong like a bear. Yeah, she called me a bear. I was eating it up with a spoon, a very large industrial-sized spoon. Within a week, she was calling me my love. And then came the first little problem. Her landlord was being a jerk, and she needed a couple $100 for a deposit on a new place. Just until my embassy clears my funds, my bear, she said. My wallet was open before she even finished the sentence. I sent it. The easiest money I ever parted with. I felt like a hero. Sir John, protector of stranded models. This is where it gets wild. A few days later, disaster struck again. Her mother, back in her home country, had a sudden medical emergency. It was serious. Life or death. She sent me a picture of an old woman in a hospital bed. It looked legit. She needed $1,000 for the special surgery. My bear instincts were tingling again. I was hesitant, but she started crying on the phone. Actual, real sounding sobs. What was I supposed to do? Let her mom wither away? So I sent it. I was basically a patron of international health care at this point. Then came the escalation. The passport issue got worse. She needed money for a specialist immigration lawyer. Then there was the fee for expedited document processing. Each time the story got more elaborate. Each time I questioned it. And each time she'd hit me with the emotional gut punch. I thought you were different, my love. I thought you cared. And like an idiot, I'd send more money. I was in too deep. I'd invested thousands. I had to see it through, right? It's the sunk cost fallacy, people. Look it up. It's a real thing, and it will own you. The grand finale was the plane ticket. She finally had her new passport. All she needed was a one-way ticket to Texas. To me, this was it. The big payoff. The moment my rom-com would finally reach its happy ending. She sent me the flight details. It was expensive, but this was the last step. I wired the money for the first-class ticket. She deserved to fly in style, right? I put on my best shirt. I cleaned my truck. I even bought flowers. I drove to the airport, heart pounding, ready to meet the love of my life. I stood at the arrivals gate, scanning every face. The flight landed. People poured out. 10 minutes went by. 20 an hour. The crowd thinned until it was just me and a janitor. She wasn't on the plane. She was never going to be on the plane. I tried calling. The number was disconnected. I checked the dating app. Her profile was gone. Vanished. It was like she never existed. And in a way, she didn't. Anastasia, the supermodel, was a collection of stolen photos and a script. The old woman in the hospital, a stock photo. I was in a relationship with a ghost who had very expensive taste. I went home, sat on my couch, and just laughed. A loud, booming, slightly unhinged laugh. What else could I do? Big John, got played. Hard. I was so blinded by the fantasy that I ignored a parade of red flags the size of Texas itself. So why am I telling you this? Because if a big, supposedly tough guy like me can fall for this, anyone can. These scammers are good. They play on your hopes, your loneliness, your desire to be a hero. So please be smart, be skeptical, don't send money to people you've never met in person. And if someone calls you their strong bear within a week, maybe run a reverse image search on their profile pic. Just a suggestion. Thanks for listening to my tale of woe and stupidity. Well, it's a tough world out there in online dating. Stay safe, y'all. If you enjoyed my public humiliation, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Maybe we can all learn to be a little less dumb together. See you next time.